Okay, so here's an issue I've been having with the 2012 Nissan Altima. The vehicle speed sensor went bad. So this is just kind of a preview of what you're going to see when something like this happens. And you get all those lights in the dash. The flashing tire damage light, all of this. The battery signal is only on because I haven't completely started the car, the same with the triangle warning. But your ABS, your brake, your service engine soon, the traction control, tire, they're all going to be on because of the vehicle speed sensor. Also, speedometer will not work. Odometer will not count miles. One other thing you'll notice too, this button will stay lit. You will not be able to turn the traction control on. It will stay off, so the button will stay lit up all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this vehicle speed sensor we got, and we're going to install it in the vehicle. Here's the vehicle speed sensor. Just got it in the mail today. That's all it comes with. So you'll have to use the bolt that comes out of the transmission itself. What we've done is removed the intake. The air box is just sitting up here right now because the MAF sensor is still plugged in. I don't want to fool with that right now. But the sensor we're going to change is going to be right back here underneath these hoses. My finger's about on it. You can see the bolt right there. That's the bolt you're going to take out. The wire going into the sensor. That is your vehicle speed sensor. There's actually 3 sensors on this transmission. Your input sensor is input shaft sensors down here. It's a little easier to see if you take the battery out and everything. Vehicle speed sensor is back here, and then the output shaft sensor is back there behind everything else. But the one we're concerned with is that one right there. So we're going to go ahead and remove it and see if it fixes the problem. This is all you should have to take out. You should be able to get to the bolt there. Goes into the sensor right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on let's turn on the light here and see if we can, there we go. There it is right there. That's the source of my heartache. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out and change it. Hopefully it fixes all of our issues. So there's the bad sensor. There's no way to tell it's bad until your speedometer stops working. There's the new sensor. Slight variations with the aftermarket sensor, but essentially still the same product. So what we're going to do is, this is trash. I'm going to use this. Has a new O-ring on it. You don't ever want to reuse your O-rings. I'm going to take a little bit of this transmission fluid that's still on here. It's even kind of scuffed up like it's been hitting something. Rub a little bit of that on there. Put a little bit of motor oil on there, whatever. You just want to lubricate that gasket so that it doesn't dry out, crack so quickly. So this was just remove the bolt, unplug it, a little bit of a wiggle back and forth, and it'll pull right out of the hole. That being the hole that it goes into. It just counts the number of times those teeth pass a certain point to give you your speed and all that other good stuff, your traction control, all that good crap. Let's go ahead and put that new bad boy in. Okay, speed sensor's in, plugged in, bolted in. Don't want to tighten it down too tight because it's only a plastic housing. You don't want to crack the housing. When you push it in there, make sure it pushes down to where the gasket actually slides into place, because it'll feel like it's in. You push it a little bit further, it'll pop right down in there. Bolt back in, plug back in. I'm going to go ahead and reconnect the battery, put the intake back on, and we're going to start it up and see if it actually fixed the problem. Alright, so intake's back in. That took like 2 minutes. Battery's reconnected. These are the tools you're going to need. It helps to have an extension. What the hell? 10 mil ratchet and screwdriver, but all I really used on this was that for that. The 10 mil will take out that bolt there for your air intake. We'll also take out that bolt and that bolt as well. The 10 mil ratchet will also take out the bolt that is holding in this pesky little sensor. So this should be all the tools you need. Should take you about 10 minutes to do the job. So I have these lights, ABS, traction control light. They came on not too long ago. It was in conjunction with another problem and the speedometer stopped working, but that ended up being the vehicle speed sensor, and we replaced that. So this and that are from bad anti-lock brake sensors in the front hubs. I put a code reader on it, and it said left front and right front ABS sensors are bad, so we're going to change the front left and right ABS sensors. Okay, these are the new ABS sensors. There's a part that goes in the hub, part to plug in. I've already jacked the car up, took the tire off. This is the sensor here, the one that's gone bad. You see it just loops around, goes up here, plugs in right there. So we're going to unplug the old one, take it out. This is a 10mm bolt. Take that 10mm bolt out, and pull the sensor out. Can't really tell if it's bad or not. It just, you get a light in the dash and it says it's bad. So we're going to take the code reader's word for it and say that it's bad. So we're going to hang on to this nut. I'm going to come back here, unplug the old one like that. Plugs, pops right out of there. I got it zip tied over here because these coilovers don't come with any way to mount this. So you kind of just gotta figure out a way to hang it on there. The original one I had on there was sitting up here, and the rim had rubbed a hole in it. So I had to go to the junkyard and get this one, but apparently this one was bad too. So just sucked it up and bought those two for $28 for the pair of them. So we're going to go ahead and open it up and install the new one. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and take the new one, slide it in there, nut back in. Of course, we'll tighten it down real good with a wrench here in a minute. This is going to run up. Behind here. And we're going to take this, run it up in here. Get some light. There we go. And plugs in. Just like that. Now we'll just have to make sure we get it mounted on here. Stay there so it won't rub against anything. We'll tighten this bolt down. We're going to run to the other side. We're going to change the other one. Then we'll have to put the tires back on, crank it up, drive it down the road a little bit, let the computer reset, and the lights should go away. Alright, we changed both the ABS sensors. So we're going to go ahead and start it up. The lights will, well, the lights went off. Usually they stay on. You have to drive down the road a little bit to reset them. But apparently these just reset automatically. I didn't have to go anywhere, so the job is done. So we turned off all the lights in the dash, just a couple of little parts. I think I spent $28 on the ABS sensors, about $20 on 2 of the transmission sensors. The other one was I think $15 or $16, and did it all myself. So, you know, around $60. Turned off all those lights in my dash. Got my speedometer working. Odometer's counting miles again. So everything's working like it should be. See, traction control on off. Now that works. So there you go.